Hey guys, what's up? Got some new interesting stuff to show you guys. um, well, first off, here's a little more clear explanation for my other post. So, Jesus, which is 888 times phi, which is 1.6, equals 1480, times phi again equals 2368. So basically, Jesus Christ's name hides basically the golden spiral within it, because he is a part of nature. He is a part of reality. There's a silly selfie of me, yeah. Um, Here's some notes I took the other day. So pi times 137.5 is 432, and then 432 squared is 186,624, which is basically the speed of light in miles per second. I thought it was interesting that the tangent of 666 was negative 1.37, then 6382, which is an anagram for Jesus Christ. And something I thought was really weird is that if you do just 1 over 137, which is the fine structure constant, which is basically an electron's velocity over the speed of light. This isn't the exact number, but it's 0.00, 729927, and then it repeats 0.0729927. What's interesting is that the number I grew up with until I left for college at my house was 7299275. And I just thought that was kind of interesting. Like, I always thought it was a cool number. When you type it in the phone, it's 7299275. It's kind of like the Star Trek triangle symbol. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. Another interesting thing about 137 is that 136 is the 16th triangular number. Okay? So 136 plus 1, of course, is 137, as if 137 is the connecting force between two-dimensional objects, and the triangle is the first two-dimensional shape. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Yes, I thought of it. No one else did. This is basically calculating the fine structure constant, which is, the speed of light, or the velocity of an electron over the speed of light. That's alpha. But you can also get alpha in the Bible by getting the very first verse, 27:01, and then John 1:1, 36:27. Just put the two together and square it, you get 7.29736. And what is the actual fine structure constant? 0.00729,735. So, once again, the Bible hides that stuff. And chlorophyll is 137 atoms. And it's interesting because chlorophyll has 137 atoms and has to do with converting light into matter, while 1 over 37 is the ratio of an electron's velocity to the speed of light. So 137 pops up in a lot of fascinating places. It's very interesting. And also, I've been reading some Maurice Cotterill lately, and this is in the Mayan prophecies. So basically, no, not this one. Sorry, y'all. This one. Very interesting. So, God, I hate this stupid app. Okay. 137 sunspot cycles equals the precession of the equinoxes, which equals 5 Mayan long counts. Now that's a lot to take in, but here we go. 1872000 was the 13 Baktuns from August 3113 BC to December 21st, 2012. So that's just one cycle, or 13 Baktuns. Well, 13 Baktuns times 5 shows an even greater cycle of 9,360,000 days. And then you add one more Tzolk'in, which is 260, and then you basically get the precession of the equinoxes, 25,600 years. I I thought that's interesting, and it amounts to 137 sunspot cycles. So once again, 137 pops up, and we're talking about the Mayan long count calendar and the precession of the equinox. Okay? It's never going to go away, y'all. It's always there. Jesus is hidden in everything. And speaking of which, this is an interesting website that talks about Quetzalcoatl and Jesus. The crucifixion of Quetzalcoatl occurred at the time of an earthquake, just like Jesus. Several Aztec paintings represent Quetzalcoatl with the side pierced with a spear and water flowing from the wound. That's Jesus as well. Quetzalcoatl was born of a virgin to whom the god above gods once appeared. Her son was fair and feature of a white beard. I don't know about the white beard, but all that stuff's interesting. And finally, he was he's able to cure the sick. That's a typo right there. Cue the sick. So it's very interesting, all the mythologies that hide the story of Scripture. But the Bible itself hides the most mathematical codes. And when we look at stuff like this, like the Mayans have a god coming in on a serpent ship, and the Egyptians have Osiris flying on a serpent. It's basically the same mythology. Oh, and their pyramids have the same perimeter. That's where the word pyramid comes from. It has to do with perimeter and calculations. This is interesting. Jimmy Page. Everyone in Led Zeppelin except him explained what his symbol meant, but us Christians know because it's soul upside down and right side up, which is the Aleister Crowley black magic of turning things upside down, as well as the sun worship. SOL is the old school word for sun. That's basically all pagans ever did was worship a ball of fire. Okay. Lastly, here's something interesting. The amino acids, if you add up all their protons and then put them in their own little box, everything you see in green, all these boxes are the same. They're just different green highlighted sections. So everything you see in green is a multiple of 11 in each box. So let's see, 196 times 11 is all that. 208 times 11 is all the green there, but they're all the same boxes, okay? So once again, Mother Nature is showing some kind of code hidden in the fabric of reality. This is kind of interesting. There's pyramid-looking stuff on Antarctica, and that's why a bunch of elite people go there and visit there constantly, because they're probably hiding some ancient civilization. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course they are. But anyway, that's just a quick overview. My Instagram, once again. Just getting into the more detailed form of mathematics instead of just being obscure. I want to know what the actual numbers are, because apparently they're important to God as well, since he's hiding them in the Bible, with the gematria of Genesis 1:1 and John 1:1 squared equaling the fine structure constant, as well as pi 7 divided by pi raised to the 7 hides the fine structure constant, which is Adonai, Yahweh, Yud He Vav He. Anyway, there's a big mystery. We're just here to slowly uncover it. Peace.